My family comes from different rural communities in southern New Mexico. My mom's family has been in a place called Dora in Roosevelt County, which is in eastern New Mexico. And my dad's family is where I inherit my deep New Mexico lineage that goes back for centuries. So we were always kind of moving around a lot growing up. So long trips to go from these small places of 100 people, 2,000 people. It's kind of, I think, a way of, how people live in these spaces. You don't really live in, just your neighborhood. You live in a region that goes in hundreds of miles in all directions. So we can identify the mountains and the plants and the animals, because we are kind of constantly moving among them. So I'm trying to, in the work, bring materiality of the land that can be of the land, but also mimic the qualities of light that you see in those spaces. Seeing environment installation, I have a sphere made out of mica flakes. Mica is a mineral from the land, and put it in the installation to represent sort of a North Star kind of image. That the North Star is one of navigation in the Northern Hemisphere. When you think about how people circulate through the Americas, particularly in our present time, migrating north is something that, relates to a sense of becoming and looking for something new. At the Benton, I have the Seeing Environment installation that has 2 mirrors, which are using the hexagonal design, then 3 more objects, the mica sphere at the north position, and then the light source, which is at south, and then at the center is a glass beam splitters, which at a 45-degree angle, the light coming from south will split in 2 directions and bounce from one mirror into this beam splitter again, and essentially creating so that the light is going 4 directions at the same time. That layout is based off another observatory, another kind of telescope, which is called the Laser Interferometer Gravitational-Wave Observatory, that measures gravitational distortions in space-time, sort of perceiving things which are invisible and imperceptible to us, but are there. I think of that, as like the same way of describing energy or spirits or breath even. Light has always been an essential material in every work I've done. The very first works I was making were videos that I was using a telescope to record the movements of the stars and the sun and the moon and the planets. Then I would project it. And I'd call those videos by names that come out of Mexican cosmologies or Mesoamerican cosmologies. The theory was that it was a relearning of the cosmos and adding another layer of cultural context to what's being observed. You get closer to the true subjectivity of what is being studied. Every encounter with the sky, with the cosmos, I think of it as a unique encounter in space and time. And so the role of context is very important in how one perceives the sky. Within each landscape is a kind of cultural context that's undeniable, because you think about how we've been circulating through these lands for so long. In doing that, it's the land that we've grown fruit from, it's the land that people are buried in, it's the land that you've had all your life experiences on. To really create work that is super knowledgeable of the cosmos, it takes an entire lifetime. So I think that, the installations, the sculptures, they work in a way where they're still telescopes, but they're telescopes that are inside. They're not looking at the exterior, they're looking at the interior. And that when you encounter them, it's kind of an internal cosmos that it's looking into. And when we look inside, that's where we find a lot of our demons, a lot of our unrealized ideas and struggles and repressed kind of traumas. And so it's kind of the space that the spiritual healing kind of has to do its work.